Okay, thank you. Good morning to everyone. So, today we are going to talk about advanced income tax. Uh, this is another type of tax never taught in school, but it's something happening out there. Like on our daily lives, we are experiencing this advanced income tax. You find that you transact, maybe today you transact, you make an international payment, 2 3 days thereafter you receive a certificate from ZRA telling you that no advance income tax has been charged on your transaction. So what is this an income tax? Advance income tax. Advance income tax, it's a tax charged on a taxpayer who's making a transaction at a time that taxpayer has no valid tax clearance certificate. So at a time you're doing that transaction, if you do not have that valid tax clearance certificate, this advance income tax will be charged on your transaction. So it is charged on both individuals and the corporate bodies, and this is based on transactions done across the borders, meaning on those international transactions. For instance, you are here in Zambia, but you are paying maybe a company in South Africa, in UK, maybe in China, just an international transaction. So this is where this tax charge it is charged. So as the name tells, it's an advance payment made to ZRA. It's an advance tax charged on your transaction, on your total amount transaction. So the rate of this tax charge is 15% on the total amount of transaction you are making. For instance, if you are making a transaction of 53,000 kwacha, maybe your company is importing a machinery from South Africa worth 53,000 kwacha. That means if you pay 53,000 kwacha to that company in South Africa, the ZRA it's going to charge 15% on that 53,000 kwacha you are going to pay to that company in South Africa. That means the ZRA is going to charge you 7,950 on that transaction you are making. So the total payment, the total transaction payment you are going to incur to import this particular machinery, it will be 60,950 kwacha. This is because the 15% of 53,000 kwacha, it is 7,950 kwacha. So you'll be required to pay 60,950 kwacha. The 7,000 is going to ZRA as your advance income tax. Get it clear here. This advance income tax, it's not going to the company you are paying that 53,000 kwacha. It's going to ZRA. The ZRA are going to debit your account with 7,950 kwacha. And they'll keep this 7,950 kwacha on your account. So you can recover this 53,000, this 7,000 kwacha, sorry, 7,950 kwacha. You can recover it at a time you are paying your full final income tax for corporate bodies. Of course, for individuals, once you are charged that advance income tax, believe you me, it's gone, because as an individual you don't file those income tax. It could be maybe your tipping, it just registered on turnover tax, and when you are paying that, I don't think the ZRA can allow you to use that as your advance payment. So for corporate bodies, this advance income tax, it can be used as a credit payment at a time you're doing your final income tax. At that time, if your company was supposed to pay maybe 70,000 kwacha, and then upon producing that valid, for you to be allowed to use this advanced income tax, you have to provide a valid advanced income tax certificate or a receipt. When you pay this, when the ZRA charges you this, they will give you something called advanced income tax certificate or advanced income tax receipt. So when you are doing your final payment of income tax, once you produce this advanced income tax certificate or advanced income tax receipt, the ZRA will allow you to use that amount on the advanced income tax certificate to charge it before you pay your final income tax. What am I trying to tell here? If your company is required to pay 70,000 kwacha as your final income tax, and then you produce advanced income tax certificate with 7,000 kwacha, that means instead of your company paying 70,000 kwacha as your final income tax, you only be allowed to pay 63,000 kwacha. So if you do 63,000 kwacha plus 7,000 kwacha, it will be equivalent to 70,000 kwacha. So this is the good part of it. If at the time you're doing this transaction you do not have the valid tax clearance certificate, even if they charge you as a corporate body, the time you'll be paying your final income tax, they will allow you, the ZRA will allow you to use that advanced income tax certificate and credit your account. That means instead of paying the full 70,000 kwacha, you only be allowed to pay 63,000 kwacha because of the credit payment of 7,000 kwacha that was made earlier. So it is something that is that can be avoided. How can you avoid this? This is by simply making sure that every year we renew our tax clearance certificates at individual and corporate level. It is very important to avoid the conveniencing of transactions, because you might find that maybe your budget was just 53,000 kwacha and then you leave some money in your account for some other transactions, but the ZRA it's going to charge you automatically, and you find that maybe 3-4 days later 7,000 kwacha has been garnished from your account. So let's try to avoid this advanced income tax, so that you can use that money for some other transaction. Because if you try to think of it, this advanced income tax, the money that the ZRA will keep for you, maybe if okay, thank you. Good morning to everyone.